There is a conception that all of Silicon Valley, including parts of San Jose, is boomtown, has a driving economy, is the 8th largest economy in the entire world. And for a very small few, that is true. But for here in Mayfair, it really is working poor. People come here from Latin countries and from Asian countries, and this is their first start towards a life here in America. Most of the people who live in Mayfair work in kitchens. They are dishwashers and cooks. They clean people's homes. They landscape their yard. It's really a blue-collar community. That means they're working, they're contributing to this vibrant economy that we call Silicon Valley. But for many of them, they have incomes that average about $36,000 to $38,000 a year. And that's compared to $108,000 for this county, which is staggering. But to be able to live in this community, it really means that in a lot of our single-family homes in this neighborhood, it's 3 to 5 families living per home. We're the only part of the city of San Jose where the freeway drives over us, which has huge health implications on our children and our families. And that's a constant indicator to us that at one point we had no power in the way the San Jose government and system worked. Somos Mayfair, for many families here in the Mayfair neighborhood, is a home away from home for them. It's a safe place where they can come and get resources and engage in opportunities for their children. But it's also a place where they can see themselves and their own power and figure out how they can contribute to this community.
En lo personal es sobre todo en empuje para hacer un cambio para el bien de mi niño y de todos en general, todos los que estén en el distrito de Alum Rock, que es donde queremos un cambio y lo necesitamos, exigir nuestros derechos y por toda la comunidad.
For us, in a community like Mayfair where there's generational poverty, we believe that starting really early and focusing on the literacy of our youngest children is a long-term pathway to breaking that cycle of poverty. We feel like if children are reading by 3rd grade and are equipped to then be able to go on strong to middle and high school, they can either enter the workforce with skills that they did not have once before, or that they're able to go on to college.
My son, it's become like a routine for him, like let's read. It's just really nice for him to come and like ask me, Mom, let's read. One of the things was it helped me start reading to them because I wasn't reading. So that's another thing. It pushed me to read to them. And also they taught me how to read to them. Get them interested in the picture, the size of the book, the shape of the book. Let them turn the page, let them ask questions.
The core work that Somos does is we train community members to be leaders in their homes and in the community. And we call our leaders promotoras. So we have a robust leadership development program that we run all year long, which is focused on adults. But the secret sauce at Somos is in training the adults, we're supporting an educational vision for their children.
I do parents workshop with my coordinator, and we just talked about the importance of an early education for a child, how we talk about challenges they face in schools. We talked about what things we can do at home so we can help our child get ready for school or to go to school. And what we say to our parents is that we are already leaders, right? And that we just need to work on it and get involved.
For promotoras, we've seen increases in their own self-esteem. So we have pre and post studies that show growth in their own personal self-esteem. But over the years, we've also seen that promotoras who stay with us a really long time are able to increase their English language acquisition. They're able to attain jobs. They're able to connect with other resources in the neighborhood, in the community beyond Somos Mayfair.
Yo soy un padre voluntario, tengo un hijo que estudia en la escuela César Chávez, es de aquí de la comunidad, entonces estoy involucrado organizando este torneo de fútbol para el beneficio de todos los niños.
We are finding that the program is definitely working. We're seeing increases in school readiness, 3rd grade reading proficiency, parents' leadership and action in their local schools. We're also seeing increases in daily practices of reading.
Every day in the morning I wake up and read. I read half an hour so I can see TV. It is important to read because that's how you learn and that's how you pass the grades and learn new words and big words.
If you don't read, you're nowhere here because everywhere you go, you have to read. When we started our current initiative, which is the In Our Hands campaign, the reading proficiency level at our local school was 27%. That means only 27% of our third graders were reading at grade level 3 years ago. Fast forward 3 years, today 46% of our kids are reading at grade level.
If I haven't met Somos, I would just be at home, maybe watching TV. Maybe I wouldn't read to him so often.
A mí me ha ayudado ir a esas reuniones con Somos Mayfair porque antes no me atrevía yo a poder platicar con la gente, ¿verdad? Porque no soy un poco tímido y en cambio yendo ahí me han enseñado de que yo puedo hablar con la gente, yo puedo expresarme lo que yo sienta y eso es lo importante, ¿verdad? Eso es lo bonito de Somos Mayfair.
It's been a blessing in my life. Now, is my daughter, she's 8 years old. She's a good reader. She loves asking questions. She is always asking why. She's always thinking. She's a thinker, and that's what I want for her. I want her to value education and value others.
As a mom, I feel that I'm gonna be there for them every step of the way. I think it's extremely important for parents to be involved.
Y gracias a Dios encontré a Somos Mayfair. Eso para mí fue mi salvavidas, digamos. Llegué muy mal emocionalmente y han mirado cómo he progresado, cómo yo le he echado ganas por mis hijos, por salir adelante.
Mayfair, with its abundant crises, it's also home to resilient, strong people who had a better vision for themselves and for their children. And so what we do is we harness their talents and their assets and offer that to the community so that together we can make a better Mayfair for everyone who lives here.